One of the big surprise hits this year has been the comedy Crazy Rich Asians. I liked it quite a bit. I didn't think it rocked the world, but it was quite good for a little romantic comedy. It's a very formulaic romantic comedy, but one that works. It's funny, it's charming, all that kind of stuff. Nothing really incredibly new here other than the cast of characters and the culture in which it takes place in, but I like Crazy Rich Asians quite a bit. But here's the reality though. It's a $30 million movie that has now made almost $230 million movie, $230 million. And guess what? It hasn't even opened in China. And there's been a big question mark about whether or not it would even get to open in China. Well, that wondering is now done, as China has approved Crazy Rich Asians to have a release date there. And the release date is going to be November 30th. So a little over a month from now, Crazy Rich Asians is going indeed to get a Chinese release date. Now, some people may be wondering, understandably so, How was this ever even a question? How could a movie called Crazy Rich Asians, which is incredibly popular around the world, everybody seems to love this, why would this film have trouble playing in China? Well, remember, there's a couple of things. There is a quota of how many films can actually come over and play in China. On top of that, China is very strict on what movies they will allow to play there. And when you look at Crazy Rich Asians in China, that has a very strong socialist kind of philosophy, a movie about the ultra wealthy seems a little bit questionable. Plus, like, there's in the movie, there's reference to somebody being in a China prison and all this kind of stuff. There was a question mark going around. There was worry over at Warner Brothers whether or not China was ever going to allow this movie to play there. But apparently, they've made some concessions. China, as they always have the right to do, is going to do a little bit of censorship on the movie, whatever. But the bottom line is, this movie's going to play in China. Now, you would think that this movie's instantly going to do really well. But there are some question marks surrounding it. But still, it's nothing but good news for Warner Brothers and the movie. Like I said, the movie's already made $230 million on a $30 million budget. It's going to go nothing but up. How big of a hit will it be in China? Don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see.